you have people, like real friends that like, hang out with you, who like want to be around you, or who are there for you? Do you feel like you have those kind of friends?
No.
I have a few of them, and that feels really good.
I have very few friends. My mom, she's my friend. My cat, maybe, if he was a human. But it's harder and harder to find that nowadays.
I think that it's something I work on actively to have a good, have confidence.
This idea of perfection, that striving for this illusion of perfection, people start feeling really bad about themselves and not accepting what, certain flaws, even though flaws are good.
But it's definitely very difficult and requires a lot of active work to combat what the media tells me I should be and what I shouldn't be. There are these deeply implanted insecurities I have to work through on a daily basis.
Kind of disappointing because we're losing a lot of sincerity and a lot of stuff that you can't get in actual and real life conversations and stuff like that.
I never feel better about myself ever using Facebook.
There's a lot of values that have been created through social media that have just made people really self-conscious and insecure.
You have to be a certain way to fit in.
I don't have an Instagram because I know it would make me feel really self-conscious. In middle school, I was just constantly feeling a need to document myself in a way that would get a lot of likes.
Texting gives me a lot of anxiety. I'm a bad texter. I'm not good at portraying my emotions through texting, and that definitely gives me anxiety, is communicating to people not face to face.
When I was in high school, I used Snapchat a lot. It was really fun at first, especially when I had really good friends and I was very happy. And then when I started to, go through more difficult things, it made me feel anxious and sad and a need to always check it, even if I didn't want to check it.
For example, I've broken all my Snapchat streaks. And I did that because I feel like us as a generation are way too much on our phones.
If I get too sucked into just scrolling through my Instagram feed, I'll get pretty self-conscious or just start comparing myself to other people. But I don't think it has to be that way.
And see what other people were doing and compare it to what I was doing. And I wasn't even posting on it because I knew that would add a whole other dimension to it.
It's hard because if you want to not be on it, then you feel totally out of the loop. But if you want to be in with it, it's just binding and you feel really restricted with it.
Taking a break, a 2-week break from that, and seeing how I was feeling and noticing that I was feeling a lot better. My advice would be to just try taking a break and see how you feel, and then see if there are things you miss, why do you miss them, figuring out if it's something you can leave behind because it's not benefiting you as much as it's taking away. But if there are benefits, figuring out how to just receive those benefits without the really serious costs. So maybe that's
take care of yourself.
Only following your close friends on Snapchat, not posting for a bit, and making sure you don't spend as much time on Facebook in a day, not using Facebook right when you wake up or right before you go to bed. So just being mindful with the time you're spending on it and how it's affecting you.
Love yourself. I know that's overrated a little bit, but it's really true. I think it's really important to be who you are, because then those people will gravitate towards you instead of trying to be something that fits into a mold. Ultimately, won't be satisfied with the connections that you make.
Because you are true.
Be connected with yourself. Take care of yourself.
And also talking to people about it is really important.
When I am feeling good, I always remind myself to always feel that way about myself.
And love yourself. I know that's overrated a little bit, but it's really true. It means a lot to be there for yourself and connect with yourself first.
Yeah.
I just see her like and going.
No, you're good.
Keep that and like pop it and send it to me. I need that.
I need that in my life.
We have blueberry section.
Yeah, I'm really good at making bloopers.
Like, what makes you very happy?
Being around people that I love and that care about me, because it just like creates such a good, like warm environment.